Hello, students, and welcome to our virtual college fair. You can ask questions to the panelists at any time using the Q&A button. Just a heads up, your camera and microphone are turned off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. Please sign up for more sessions. There are a couple more available. And a recording of this will also be available on the StriveScan website at the same place where you registered. So now I will turn it over to our presenters, and up first we have Trevecca.
Hey guys, my name is Emily and I am the Transfer Admissions Counselor with Trevecca Nazarene University. I work with our traditional students, so those are the ones who want to come on campus, take classes during the day, that type of stuff. But I'll be talking to you about all the different ways that you can transfer to Trevecca. So the first thing I want to say is, who are we? Trevecca is a private Christian university. We are in Nashville, Tennessee, just 1 mile from downtown. With that comes a lot of different opportunities for internships, making memories, getting to experience diverse cultures and peoples and ideas. So really enhancing what you're going to be learning in the classroom. We're regionally accredited, nationally recognized. We were founded in 1901. So we are a little bit old, and we are affectionately called the Hill by our students, faculty, and staff. So we would love to welcome you home to the Hill, as we say. So as you can see, like I said, we are 1 mile. That is the downtown skyline. Lots of different opportunities for you should you choose to come here. So why transfer to Trevecca? Before I even talk about the different ways that you could transfer, what are some reasons why you might want to check us out? So we understand here at Trevecca that you've worked hard for the credits you've earned, and we want to honor that. And so with Trevecca, the majority of your credits will transfer. We're going to explain to you where they go. If something doesn't seem right to you, we want to talk with you through that. Sometimes we're wrong and you can help us learn more. And so we want, like I said, for you to go through as quickly, as seamlessly as possible. Our faculty and staff are committed to you and your success. 90%, a little over 90% of our faculty have the highest degree in their field, and all classes, whether online or in person, are taught by faculty. So no grad assistants, no teaching assistants, you will be taught by the professors themselves. You're going to earn a degree that prepares you for your future. We're academically rigorous here at Trevecca. We care about preparing you for your future and for helping you to get that leg up when you're getting ready for the next phase in life. And then we have 3 unique paths for getting that degree, depending upon your life stage, what you're wanting to do, all that stuff. So what are the different ways you can succeed? Here at Trevecca, we have a traditional transfer path, 100% online, and then 1 night a week. I work with the traditional in-person programs. So if that's your path, what you're thinking, you'll be working with me. So these have in-person classes, so you'll be coming to our campus here in Nashville. If you're from the area, you're welcome to commute. If not, we do have residence halls. We're a residential campus, and you would be able to live in those as a transfer student. Our classes meet Monday through Friday between 8 and 5, so that's really important to note. And you take around 12 to 15 hours. And we do have scholarships available. If you're a member of Phi Theta Kappa, we have a $1,000 scholarship for you in addition to academic, leadership, diversity, distinction, all those different things we really bring into play here at Trevecca. We have 90+ programs of study. A lot of our students choose to look at Trevecca for communication. We have a media and film major, as well as multimedia journalism. We also do psychology, which has a counseling emphasis in it, as well as social work, education, even the biology, pre-med. We have a good number of students who consider our pre-physician assistant pathway. So if that's you, please give me a question or send me an email after, and I would love to connect with you. So lots of different things going on, internships available, research opportunities, all that good stuff. If you're someone who is working, who has a lot going on, doesn't want to move to Nashville, Middle Tennessee, we have online programs that may be a better fit for you. You would take 1 class at a time, so it's geared towards someone who has a lot of other responsibilities and can't devote a full schedule to academics. So you would take a class at a time with several classes throughout the semester. It's cohort style, so whereas for our traditional on-campus, you may have different people in all your different classes, here you're going to go through it with the same people. The idea being we want you to have community, we want you to have accountability, and people you can go to for help. It has 5 programs to choose from, so not as much options, but we do have a wide span with those programs. So we have psychology, criminal justice, Christian ministry, management and leadership, and then healthcare administration. So if you have any interest in any of those, they're 100% online. There is an extremely low cost with these. We are much more affordable than a lot of different online programs, and we accept federal and state aid. The traditional accepts federal and state aid as well, but it also has scholarships attached because the price tag is a little bit higher. So again, let me know if you have questions on that. One night a week is just for our Bachelor of Management and Leadership for right now. You would take classes on Nashville's or our campus. We also do sometimes have that program at Motlow State in Tullahoma, as well as Ball State in Gallatin. So it's just one night a week. You come, it's cohort style. Pretty much everything else is the same as the online. Again, it's just in person. So maybe that is a better fit for you. And if you have questions, please let me know. So how do you apply? You know, I've piqued your interest and you're really interested in learning more about Trevecca. What's your next step? Well, our applications are open for the spring and fall of 2021. I will say for our online and our one night a week, there's different start times throughout the semester. So there may be some starting in November, some starting in February, whenever. But for our traditional, you'd be starting in January if you do spring, and then August if you do fall. We also do offer summer, but it's a little different, and I can answer your questions if that is the case. But it's free. So apply and then send us your transcripts and we'll take it from there. Connect with us today. Here's our website for our launch page that shows all the different ways you can transfer to Trevecca. And again, if you have any questions, I would be happy to help you and connect you with the right people. But yeah, we'd love to have you up on the hill. Have a good night, y'all.
Thanks very much. And now up next, we will have Freed-Hardeman University.
Let me share screen. User and presenter microphone. There we go. Okay. Yes. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Well, hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I get it. You probably have a lot of questions right now. How do I pay for my tuition? How will my credits transfer? Will I be able to graduate in time? These are all big questions that I know you're struggling with because I was in the same spot not long ago. My name is Aniston Butler, and I am a current student here at Freed-Hardeman University. I can only imagine what it would be like to transfer to a university during the COVID-19 pandemic. And with so many great colleges and universities presenting tonight, I know that decision will be made even more difficult for you. But over the next few minutes, I just want to introduce to you my favorite place on earth, Freed-Hardeman. We are located in Henderson, Tennessee, and let me tell you, Henderson is the quintessential small town. It's the perfect community that you will come to know and love throughout your time here. But if you want to escape the small town and enjoy the big city every now and then, don't worry. We are less than 30 minutes from Jackson, Tennessee, and almost halfway between Memphis and Nashville. All the best concerts and sporting events are just a short drive away. Why choose FHU? Freed-Hardeman University has a rich history of over 150 years of serving students across the world. One of the first things you'll notice about us is the quality of our academic programs here. Your classes will be taught by great professors, with almost 80% of them having earned the highest degree in their field. That means none of your classes will be taught by graduate assistants. Additionally, you're going to experience close and personal access to those professors because of an average class size of only 18 students. That means hands-on support and unique research opportunities that you won't find anywhere else. Ask any of our students here why they love their classes. That's why we're able to boast about an 85% retention rate. You'll likely graduate with most of the same people you came in with, and that's saying something. Maybe you already know what you want to do for a career and you've begun researching what it requires. First, kudos to you for doing that. Second, you may find that a graduate degree is required. Many graduate degree programs are highly competitive and seek the best applicants. But don't worry, if you're an FHU alumni, you will be one of the best students in your applicants pool. Check out these graduate school acceptance rate. 91% into medical school, 92% into vet school, and 100% into nurse practitioner school. I promise you, we're not lying. Not only do our alumni get into graduate programs often, they are accepted in their first choice school. If you look to graduate school in the future, look no further than Freed-Hardeman degree to help you get there. I know you go to college to get a degree, but who says you can't have a lot of fun along the way? That's where our social life on campus comes up. And let me tell you, it's incredible. We are a tight-knit student community that does everything together. Intramurals, social clubs, free on-campus concerts, movie theaters where the movies are free, homecoming, and so much more, all things that can help you take a break from studying and find a little balance in your life as a college student. We welcome transfer students from across Tennessee's community college system and from around the country. This August, we welcome transfer students from California to New York. There has never been a better time to be a transfer student at Freed-Hardeman. Study abroad. I know what you're probably thinking. If you live on campus, it's great. Why would I want to transfer anywhere else or study anywhere else? But trust me, you don't want to miss out on what could be some of the best memories of your life. Experience the Eiffel Tower with some of your best friends. Yes. Spain for 4 weeks. Sign me up. Learning from some of the biggest international corporations in Seoul, South Korea. I'll add that to my resume for sure as a business student. Seriously, studying abroad at FHU, you should definitely check it out. With over 50 majors for you to choose from, you're bound to find something that will both enjoy studying and excelling at. Our transfer admissions director and our academic advisor will ensure you that your first year at FHU is successful and leaves you coming back for more. When you transfer to Freed-Hardeman, you can count on 4 things: flexibility, straightforward prices, scholarship guarantees, and a place in the FHU family reserved just for you. So what are you waiting for? Apply right now for free in as little as 10 minutes, no application fee, and no essay. Worried about cost? I understand. Who isn't whenever it comes to your college degree? But here at FHU, we make an outstanding degree surprisingly affordable. In fact, 100% of your students receive financial aid every year. I hope you've had as much fun hearing about FHU as I have talking about it. I also hope you'll take the next step in joining our incredible family where you can belong, be loved, and become more than you ever imagined. Apply today, and I hope to see you around campus soon. If you have any questions, reach out to Colby McAnally, our transfer admissions director, at the number listed on the screen. Thank you.
Great, thanks. And now we will turn it over to Martin Methodist College.
And welcome everybody. My name is Tyler Cox. I'm our Vice President for Enrollment here at Martin Methodist. Excited to be able to explore a little further opportunities for you here at Martin Methodist. As you'll see on our screen, some of the shots of our campus here. We're located about 75 miles south of Nashville, and we're about 15 minutes north of the Alabama line down here in the southern Middle Tennessee region. Our student body here is made up of about 700 full-time students. We do have 2 different graduate programs here on campus as well. The location for us is one that is straight down I-65 South. So we have a lot of students that can commute from a number of different places because of our location right next to I-65. Martin Methodist College has been around for 150 years. Our founding date was 1870. Some of those strengths that has really made Martin Methodist successful over the years is our small class sizes, our personal attention, and some of the amenities and things that we have available to you as a student here on our campus. Martin Methodist is poised for growth in a number of different ways. One of the exciting opportunities that we have coming up is the opportunity to join the University of Tennessee system. This is an exciting thing. If you go to mmc2ut.com, you can actually find out more information about that. You can see an interview with Randy Boyd, president of University of Tennessee, as well as Dr. LeBranch, president here at Martin Methodist, about the future of what this can hold for this region. The projections for that would be that our incoming transfers and new students for fall of 2021 would be coming in under a state institution format. So we're certainly excited down here at the opportunities that this can give to our region when it comes to costs and things like that. As a current private institution, we do have a lot higher cost of attendance. There are some great opportunities and guaranteed scholarship opportunities for you as a transfer student here at Martin Methodist. We have consortium agreements with multiple junior colleges here in Tennessee. And what that consortium agreement means for you is the opportunity to transfer your credits in. If you have an associate's degree, our catalog tells you that you come in as a junior. So that's another opportunity for you to ensure that you're able to come in and graduate on the traditional two-year community college, two-year graduation pace as a bachelor's degree seeking student. So number of different ways that you can explore those opportunities with us here at Martin Methodist. So if you'll look on the screen here, you'll find some of the information about some of the degree programs that we offer. Nursing, business, criminal justice, education. Those are our largest majors that we offer. We just endowed our nursing program as the Jeanette M. Travis Nursing Scholarship. So it does have its own scholarship structure specifically for that program. Our business program was just rated top 55 in the nation, which is a proud thing for our faculty and staff. Our criminal justice just added a master's program this August. So a lot of different opportunities to explore here at Martin Methodist when it comes to the different degree programs that we have available for you. Some of the things that I would say are unique to being able to transfer here at Martin Methodist is, we're SACS accredited. That's an important thing as you're looking at institutions being accredited. Our Tennessee Pathways is another avenue for you to be able to transfer your credits into Martin Methodist, ensure that you don't miss out on any classes that you have already achieved at other schools. Guaranteed transfer scholarships, like I said, through the consortium agreements, we have guaranteed minimum scholarships that students are able to receive. We also accept the Phi Theta Kappa scholarship. So there's a number of different things that we will do here to ensure your success when it comes to transferring here at Martin Methodist. The process on the screen, it's very easy to transfer here at Martin Methodist. We try and make it as simple as possible. You can apply online for free. It takes about 10 minutes to do our application. Sending in your transcripts is what will help us be able to do a transfer evaluation for you. If you know what degree program you're interested in, we can perform a degree audit for you as well. And that degree audit is going to tell you all the classes that transfer in, what classes you have left. So as you're looking at multiple schools, that's one of the biggest things that I can encourage you and help you with here at Martin Methodist is the opportunity to see what classes transfer in, what they transfer in as, and what classes you have remaining. There's a number of different ways. You can look at traditional day classes, online, evening, and hybrid formats that we have here at Martin Methodist. So we're happy to explore those with you. And as you'll see on the screen as well, our FAFSA code, you can go ahead and send your FAFSA if you're looking at starting as early as this spring. And then as of October 1st, you're eligible to send your FAFSA for the 2021 fall start date as well. So we're definitely excited to help you through the process. You can start so by just applying online, and your admissions counselor will be in touch with you to help you through the process. So athletics is also another thing here at Martin Methodist that we're proud of. As many of you may be interested in pursuing athletics at Martin Methodist. We do offer 19 different intercollegiate programs here. We have a lot of non-traditional sports. We have clay target, bowling, tennis, golf, and then your traditional men's, women's basketball, baseball, softball, swimming. So those are opportunities that we definitely encourage you to reach out about if you're interested in. If you're not wanting to pursue intercollegiate athletics, we do have opportunities for you to join our intramural championships here on campus. We do have intramurals in a number of different sports, and it is a pretty big competition here on campus every semester and every year when it comes to students wanting to be successful within intramurals. So on our screen here, you'll see the contact information that you can get in touch with us by applying online at martinmethodist.edu is the first step. You can also see how to get in touch with us, and that's at admissions@martinmethodist.edu. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, and we'll look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you as well. And now we are going to give it to Austin Peay State University.
Hi, my name is Amber Button, and I'm one of the transfer and adult student coordinators here at Austin Peay. Well, it'll go, sorry. So some quick facts about the Peay. We currently have 11,000 students. We have been given the highest safety level from TBI. We have more than 50 plus majors. We have over 130 student organizations. When we are looking into student organizations, we are talking about anything from fraternities and sororities, all the way to Harry Potter and bass fishing. And that is a real thing, bass fishing here. It's actually very popular. So if you're interested in study abroad, we do go to currently 30 plus countries, and we're always looking into that. We have a small class average about 24-1. Just note some courses could be smaller than that. So it's always nice. We are in the NCAA Division I in the OVC. We have several different athletics here, so men and women. How to be a governor, you can do that online. You go to apsu.edu. In the top right-hand corner is going to be the apply now. You would select your student type. At the end of your application, it's going to ask for a $25 application fee, Go ahead and jot down GovFam21. That will actually get you past that fee. Depending on your student type, you will need, some documents. So college transcripts from any school that you've ever attended. If you're military, you will need some military documents as well. Our transfer requirements at Austin Peay is going to depend on how many hours you've taken, and then also your cumulative GPA. So if you are anything as far as less than 12 hours, we are going to look at your file based off freshman criteria. So 12 to 29, it's a 1.5 or higher. 30 to 45 hours is a 1.8 or higher. 46 to 59 hours is going to be a 1.9 or higher, and then 60 hours or more is a 2.0. If you don't meet this criteria, you may be eligible for admission on probation or appeal. Always reach out to us. When we're talking about money at Austin Peay, your admissions application opens up the potential for an academic scholarship. The next application you should look at is the general scholarship, the application that is only open once you're admitted. And it's typically only open also from October 1st to March 1st. So definitely want to apply so you can take a look into that. And then of course your FAFSA as it opened up October 1st. So we have two different types of academic scholarships here at Austin Peay. We have the Austin Peay Promise. So that is going to be for a student that has 30 plus completed hours from a Tennessee Board of Regents Community College or Hopkinsville Community College. When we're looking at Tennessee Board of Regents, we are talking about, their community colleges, Nashville State, Columbia State, Motlow State, Pellissippi State, there's several. You would need a minimum 3.0 GPA. And depending on your GPA, it's going to look at how much money. So we start out at $1,500 and it goes up to $4,000. This scholarship is a 2-year renewable. So that's really nice. If you have questions about that one, reach out. We also have the Dean's Transfer Scholarship, and it is a $2,000 scholarship, 2-year renewable. This is for students that have completed at least 24 hours from a non-Tennessee Board of Regents Community College or Hopkinsville, and you must have minimum 3.5, but always higher. When you're looking at the cost of Austin Peay, that's one of the questions we all get. So this here is talking about a student that's taking 16 hours, really don't have a major, so still undecided. You're looking at $43,6750. If you're an out-of-state student, you would add, the $27.72 a semester. And then if you're going to have housing and a meal plan here, you would need to add on $5,335. So if you are not going to live here and have that meal plan, then you just don't look at that. So your total cost, if you were going to live here and have a meal plan, it's going to be $19,405. And again, that can always go up or down. It just really depends on how many hours and kind of where you choose to live if you live here. If you do decide to live on campus, there is a few, important information you'll need to know. Students can apply once you've been admitted. There's a $100 prepayment to apply. It is required, and then your priority deadline is going to be December 31st. Your priority room and meal plan selection is going to be March 1st. We do offer a few different styles of resident halls. We have hotel, suite, and apartment style. And all of those different styles are available to all student classifications. And all students can have cars here at Austin Peay. Some of our campus traditions, we are asked about this a lot, is our Mud Bowl, Plant the Campus Red, Polar Plunge, Ghost, Spirit Rock, and the Gov Run. And if you have any questions, this is my business card. Please feel free to reach out to me as I'm here for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, Amber. Up next, we have Carson-Newman University.
She said, people are crazy. Yes, they are. She said, you didn't get credit for the stuff for Ellis. M&M did. Huh?
Hello, everyone. My name is Jamie Hamer. I serve as the transfer admissions rep at Carson-Newman University. Carson-Newman was established in 1851, so we have 169 years of serving students and helping them become leaders in their community as well as worldwide servant leaders. If you're not familiar with Carson-Newman, we're located in Jefferson City, Tennessee, which is in East Tennessee. We're about 35 minutes from Knoxville, and we're almost about a half hour from Sevierville, which also houses Dollywood and Pigeon Forge, as well as Gatlinburg. We have a beautiful 120-acre campus. It's a walking campus, so pretty much all your classes will be in a walking distance. And we are proud to say that we are coming off our second straight year of record enrollment. We have over 2,900 as far as total enrollment. And despite the growth and increase in enrollment, we also have a 14-to-1 student-faculty ratio, and there are also some major programs such as our nursing, as well as business and psychology that even have a lower faculty to student ratio, anywhere between 7 to 10 students per faculty member. We do have 70 clubs and organizations to choose from, as well as 19 intercollegiate athletic sports in NCAA Division II out of the South Atlantic Conference. We do have over 50 plus majors, including the more popular ones such as education, with licensure in areas of elementary and secondary, as well as special education. Nursing is a very popular program. We have a near 100% pass rate in the NCLEX exam. And plus we have our own cadaver lab on campus. And our Board of Trustees just approved not too long ago during their fall meeting, a groundbreaking ceremony that will resurrect a brand new School of Health Sciences. So we're very excited about the future of our health sciences area. Business, pre-med, as you can see, computer science. We have an array of degree options for you, as well as a family and consumer science program, as well as a religion studies. We're very proud to partner with many of our TBR community colleges. And if you hold an Associates of Arts or an Associate of Science, you can transfer seamlessly to Carson-Newman University and also have your liberal arts requirements waived at Carson-Newman. There are 3 electives that are built into your major program when you attend Carson-Newman. But we do welcome all associate's degree holders. And we do have something called a transfer merit scholarship, which is based on your total GPA when you transfer in. As you'll see, you have the amounts are based on a scale of your GPA, with the highest being $12,000 if you have a 3.8 or higher, and $10,000 if you have a 3.0 to a 3.79. Bottom line is if you have a 2.0 or higher GPA, you are guaranteed a merit scholarship, and these are renewable every year that you attend Carson-Newman. Something else we accept as well is all state and federal aid, from the Pell Grant to Hope Scholars. If you are a Tennessee Promise recipient and attending one of the TDR community colleges, and you transfer to Carson-Newman with an associate's degree, we have something called the Carson-Newman Promise. And as long as you have a 2.5 GPA, you will maintain that CM Promise for the time that you're with Carson-Newman. And it's up to $2,000 of institutional aid. Again, we have other scholarships within our respective programs, from community service through our Bonners Center, as well as Eagles Engage. We also welcome those that are Phi Theta Kappa members. You would be awarded $1,000 per year by being a member of Phi Theta Kappa. If you're interested in military, especially serving your country through the Army, we do have a wonderful ROTC program which does have available full tuition scholarships. Here are some rankings and some facts about Carson-Newman. As you'll see, we are a top school as far as being one of the more affordable private colleges in the state of Tennessee. And we're also one of the best Christian colleges in America, ranked 38th out of 900 schools. The transfer admissions process is a very simple one. And as you'll see here, this is the homepage of our website, cn.edu. All you have to do is click apply now. There's no obligation or commitment to enroll by doing this, and the application is free. All we need is your official transcripts, and we'll be happy to evaluate those and to see how you stand with Carson-Newman. Lastly, we do have in-person tours every Monday through Friday in the afternoons. And we also have special Showcase Saturday events, which occur a couple of times each semester. We've got a couple coming up in the spring. So check out our website and learn more about how you can visit Carson-Newman, as we still, in the pandemic, offer in-person classes as well as some hybrid formats and some online classes as well. But to learn more, please email us at transfer@cn.edu. Give us a call at that number on your screen. Thank you so much for your time. We hope that you will become an Eagle soon.
Thank you very much. And last but not least, we have University of Memphis.
Hi, my name is Carol, and I'm here to talk with you about the University of Memphis in Memphis, Tennessee. First of all, I don't speak quite as quickly as some of the folks do here tonight, so I want to be sure and let you know about our November 7th MemBound event. This is a virtual event that is open to transfer students and high school students. If you want to learn more in depth than just the 5 minutes you're going to get tonight, you can actually speak to people in the different academic departments at this event. And if you register and attend MemBound on November 7th, you'll be able to get, there's no application fee for you next week. So there's free application week next week, all week, if you participate in MemBound event on the 7th. So I just wanted to get that out there. So first, we're going to talk about Memphis, the city, and why these things are important to you as a student. First of all, Memphis is known nationwide as the National Distribution Center. Part of that being because the Fortune 500 companies that are located and headquartered here in Memphis, FedEx, AutoZone, International Paper, just to name a handful. And these businesses are all very invested in the university because we are providing them with their next generation of employees. We're also a national medical hub. You've heard of St. Jude, Le Bonheur, also UT Health Science Center. We have many biomedical companies and medical research companies as well. So if you're interested in anything in the medicine or health field, then Memphis is a great place for you. We also have a rich community and culture. You see a picture of Beale Street there. That is certainly not all that we have. We have a ton of great restaurants and, of course, the Mississippi River, but you can explore those things on your own. So to talk about academics, which is why you would come to the University of Memphis, we now have over 50 different majors and with 250 concentrations. The questions I get most often are concerning the College of Business, the College of Nursing, and the College of Engineering. We also have a lot of students interested in psychology, criminal justice, but then every other department within a liberal arts and fine arts field, we have represented as well. So there are a number of degree programs for anything that you would be interested in. The student to faculty ratio is 15:1. But that does, your class sizes become much smaller as you enter your upper division classes. We also have over 200 study abroad opportunities with over 60 countries. This is something that you can choose to do on a short-term basis, as short as 2 weeks, or as long as one whole academic year. So this is a great, cheap way for you to travel and see the rest of the world. I advise you to look into that. So if you're interested in having some fun while you're a student, we have actually over 300 student organizations now, ranging from the Greek system to religious and multicultural organizations, and a lot of community service oriented organizations. As far as Tiger Athletics, of course, we are a Division I NCAA school. So you will be able to attend all of the games for free if you're a student here. We also offer intramural and club sports, internships. I think this is one of the biggest selling points for the U of M. Internships, we are rated number 7 in the entire country for our internship program. It's something that we have had going for a long time. We have established relationships with many of the business organizations here in the city of Memphis. So you would do at least one internship as a student here, and you have the opportunity to do more than one if that appeals to you, to get those connections. So hopefully you have a job offer by the time you graduate. We also have the largest honors college in the state of Tennessee. If you have a 3.25 or above GPA, then we want you to apply for our honors program after you are admitted. The transfer process, it's very easy. You just go to memphis.edu and put in your application as a transfer student. We accept transfer students in the fall, spring, and summer. Most of you probably already have earned at least 15 college credit hours, in which case you just do the transfer application, pay the $25 application fee, and send us your official college transcripts from every college that you've attended. If you happen to have less than 15 college credit hours, we can still admit you. We would just need to do an evaluation of you on a more comprehensive level. So we would need not just your college transcript, but your high school transcript and ACT scores. After you're admitted, there's a lot more things you can do, including academic advising and signing up for new student orientation, meeting with financial aid representatives, etc. So my job is to get you to the point where you can do through the admission process so you can enjoy all of those other resources. Just to touch on scholarships for a moment, the U of M Transfer Community College Scholarship is for students who have completed their associate's degree and have a minimum 3.25. We also have another scholarship for Phi Theta Kappa members that is stackable with the Transfer Community College Scholarship. And we do have another scholarship for those who are transferring from a 4-year institution. You can read about these here on this slide, or go to memphis.edu/scholarships to read more about those. So just to know, you can keep up with us on social media through these handles presented here. And this is my email address at the bottom, carol.chancellor@memphis.edu. And I'm going to be your primary point of reference as a transfer student here at University of Memphis. I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.
Great, thank you panelists so much. And thank you students as well for attending. When you close the window, there's going to be a quick 4-question survey. We would appreciate any feedback you might have. There are a couple more sessions, so be sure to sign up for those. And as I said earlier, a recording will be available in the next couple of days on the StriveScan website. So thank you all for your time. And we do have a couple minutes left. So presenters, if you want to answer any questions verbally that you got the Q&A, or just a final words of wisdom, piece of advice for the students, then I'm going to open the floor to you guys and go for it.
I would just recommend the students who are listening to go ahead and communicate with some admissions counselors. We are here for you. And even if you're not sure if you want to come to this university, ask questions and be willing to ask for help. We are here for you. And so I encourage you, there is no question that is too silly. So be sure to be curious, and yeah, we're here to help.
Something else I would like to add along with Emily's information is, if you haven't completed your 2021-2022 FAFSA, please go ahead and get that done now, because you could be eligible for a lot more money through the state, as well as any federal aid and loan opportunities than you would if you wait until the first of the new year. So I definitely encourage you to get your FAFSAs in, And we wish you all the best in the transfer admission process.
Great, thank you for that advice. And again, thank you all for coming. Thank you, students. So I'm gonna let you guys go now and have a good rest of your night.